Flex, alive is more than the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Guys, always I say this, you share that video and put whatever you want. When I say I don't want to fight Mexican, it's because I represent Mexico. And that's why. But I don't care. I fight anybody. And I fight my entire life, anybody. What do you think? I don't want to fight with Juan Mexico or Benavidez. But look, I hear his dad talking a lot of shit. But look, he's accomplished nothing. One single champion, Anthony Dirrell. Please, don't disrespect myself. Please, guys.
You said that you believe you won the fight now. During the fight, was there any point in which you thought you might be behind on the scorecards? No. You said that you believe you won the fight now. During the fight, was there any point in which you thought you might be behind on the scorecards? No. No. No.
No. What will you do tomorrow?
Play golf, I think.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Oh, and bleed we shall. This man got a fight coming up. And I appreciate, you know, Jamel with the shot. However, number one, he's not fighting the right Charlo. And number two, what happened to David Benavidez? That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna throw him away. We just, you know, just right. That's how we're doing things. That's what's going on. And let that marinate for a second. Let it marinate for a second. What I just said. How this guy going from being like, he was the answer, man. He was the ticket. And now we're talking about Jamel and Jamal after the 2-year layoff. We're talking about Bud. No mention of Andrade and Benavidez, right? I mean, the ADD of boxing fans is amazing. Drew, you just hating on Canelo. He the face of boxing.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Yeah. He sure is.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
Yep. One more time.
Sip the juice, I got enough to go around, and the thought takes place uptown.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. See what we got in the, see what we got in the building. Copy. My brother D Free, what's going on? G McCall, Rick Blackwell, Louis Hinton, No Smoke in the building. Main event Mark, Mikey Morales, what's going on? Felix Nunez, Robert Singleton, Steve Elder, Mac, Mr. Shelton, Dow Big G, Dwayne Price, Coach Amber, what's going on? How you feel? Ryan Wright, jumped on me. Dill Spooley, Powerhouse Watson, Eric Jordan. Main event Mark, early in that super chat, much love. He said Benavidez got Andre problems to worry about. Yeah, he do. You remember? Oh wait, hold on. I got something for that, Mark. As soon as I'm done with the roll call, I got something for that. Remind y'all what's going on here. Jerome Truitt, what's going on? Night Train, got the hiccups. Main Biker, Jelly Bean, Edgar Chavez, True Boxer Night in the building. Steve Elder Mac, Melanin. Oh, it jumped on me again. Y'all in here heavy. Todd Swindle, Kai World, Asante L, Rod Neal. Smash the like button. Mark. You said Benavidez got Andre problems. 100. Pay attention. Let's pay attention.
Last one on Twitter asks, Canelo, you've said before you're uncomfortable fighting other Mexican fighters. However, would you ever fight a Mexican-American fighter like David Benavidez?
Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore. But you know, when you need to fight with somebody, so why not? Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore.
Anybody, but they need to fight each other too, because they just waiting for me because they want a good payday. So I know that, but they need to fight each other. Why? And I fight the winner of all of them. Everybody wants to fight them, so but they have many options too.
Yeah.
Fight each other. Why they don't fight each other? I just want to make history. The money is there, no matter what. I don't care about money. I care about my legacy.
The fuck is that?
I need it. This year I'm busy. Why they don't fight each other?
Yep. Anthony Bowen, what's going on? Jamal Davis. Yeah, he didn't answer the question. Mo G, what's going on? Chilltown Majors, what up? He never answered the question, did he? He never answered the damn question. But I did hear him say they should all fight each other. I mean, we could throw Benavidez in the Black Murderers Row. He says, I'm busy this year. Remember he said that? He was busy with Liam Callums and Avni Yildirim's. How the hell you shut down Benavidez, but you give Avni Yildirim, your sparring partner, a shot? Nothing he did or said made sense. Nothing. And all we do is ask for these fights, and you get like these weird statements from these new age boxing fans. You're racist. You just want to see him lose. You know, that's my favorite one right there. You just want to see him lose. KG, what up? You just want to see him lose. Huh? No, he's the best in the game. That means he's not going to lose. I want to see him challenge, though. Want to see him lose. We saw that already. Floyd Mayweather? Hello? That happened already. What are you talking about? Happened again. Bivol. Some say it happened against Triple G at least 2 times. Jose Diaz, what up? Son of Tank. So what are we talking about? Then the man pops dirty. All of these things. This man in the picture is just sitting there. He's been sitting there for a while. And his response is they all need to fight each other. The payday's there. And I know that. They want a payday. And I'll fight the winner of all of them. I'm like, well, damn. That was after Yildirim, he says that, but before Bivol. So he loses to Bivol. And by the way, he could have went up. He tried to get at Bivol because Bivol didn't look good in his prior fight. Hen dog salute. He didn't look good in his prior fight. Manda Mansa Musa, my brother. So he thought he was easy pickings. And Thomas, what up? And he went up there and Bivol beat him. He didn't go up there for that Beterbiev work. You know why? Because he'd have Ivan Drago'd him. He would have Ivan Drago'd him. You understand? He'd have got him out of there. You kidding me? Bugging out. He went up to fight Beterbiev. I mean, he went up to fight Bivol. Bivol ain't got the reputation of breaking people down. But yeah. If he went up there and he fought Beterbiev, we're talking knockout stoppage. You understand? You understand me? You understand me? He went up there and he fought the other Russian. Ridiculous, man. He ain't want no smoke with General Zod.
Why do you say this to me when you know I will kill you for it?
88 Sports Talk, salute. Gerard, Harlem in the building. Yo, I love that. Let me run that back.
Why do you say this to me when you know I will kill you for it?
He'd have beat Canelo into retirement. All that slipping and dipping and dodging by around like 5 or 6. Canelo arms would have been hurt. And Zod would have kept coming. By round 7 and 8, Canelo's cut or busted up, and this dude keeps coming. By round 9 or 10, Canelo's on the back foot because his legs don't work, and all that slipping and hip movement he's doing, not hurting because guess what? Zod done banged him up at the belt line. By round 11, he's getting stopped. Worst beating Canelo would ever have taken would be against Zod.
Why do you say this to me when you know I will kill you for it?
He didn't want no smoke. Went up there and fought Bivol trying to pad his legacy. And that'd have been the end of him. Sparky P, what up? Big Texas. He'd have destroyed Canelo. That's why I really don't respect the path, man. I don't. Nobody said anything about that. I'm like, why is he going to fight Bivol? Oh, he didn't look too good in his last fight. He won it, but he didn't look too good. So I said, yo, Levon, what up? I said, yo, why ain't Bivol and Beterbiev fighting for undisputed? That's a whole nother, no, that's not even a whole nother show. I've been screaming about that. A lot of people have been screaming about that for a long time now. No one cares. No one cares, y'all. No one cares. NBA D Nice, salute. No one cares. Hey, there's one fight away from undisputed at 175. Why can't they have that fight? The WBC steps in and says, yo, they could fight, but they ain't fight for our property. Why not? Because the Russia and Ukraine wars. Sorry, what the hell does that have to do with those two men fight for undisputed? Stay ready, Mac, my brother. What up, man? He says Bivol trying to age Beterbiev out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that the industry is not calling for it like we are. Devontae Moore, salute. I've been calling for that fight, man. I'm like, what's going on? What's the holdup? MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. Village brother, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Stormy, salute. Yeah. Yeah, Stormy, I sure did. Because if Canelo fought Beterbiev, I was being nice in that scenario. But if he fights Beterbiev, I don't see it going past 5 or 6. That's real spell. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute. Way too nice in that scenario. Jafar says, "Oh, what's going on?" But he won't even get in the ring with him. That's not even a thought in his head. He said, Bivol looked horrible. I'm gonna go up there and get him. When Beterbiev is one with the WBC. WBC is in the pocket of Canelo. Timothy Taylor, that's a great point. WBC hasn't stripped Bivol for being a Russian fighter, and they accepted all the sanctioning fees and took his time. They took their time giving him his check after beating Canelo. Y'all remember that? I mean, the disrespect is crazy. It's crazy. They didn't, wait a minute. I think we have it backwards, though. Doesn't, Beterbiev has a WBC strap. And, see, the thing with that is, Rachel, Nonito, what up? Big Cup of Joe, what up? The thing, Joe Townsend in the building. Here's the thing. I don't know, Carl. We'll revisit that. I still have questions. My thirst is not quenched with that. Beterbiev has a WBC, but what he's saying is they haven't stripped him because he's Russian. And I guess the reason for that is because he's like Canadian and he's been there the whole time. You know what I mean? But they're not allowing Bivol an opportunity to become undisputed, because in the event he goes in there and beats Beterbiev, I mean, like, Bivol is like, he's from over there. He doesn't have a residency anywhere else that I know about. Gerald Alexander, salute. I don't know. So they're not giving Bivol the opportunity to win that belt. That's what we mean. So they haven't stripped Arthur because he's Russian, but he's by way of Canada. No, he's Canadian by way of Russia, rather. I had it backwards. So, I mean, look. They're not... They're not... Shit is crazy. It's crazy. But that's why we're not getting an undisputed fight at 175. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that weird? What's even more weird is that... no one's saying anything. These boxing aficionados, they're not saying, hey, well, what's going on with the undisputed match at light heavyweight? No one's saying anything. No one's saying anything. Now watch this, y'all. Let me call out the Canelo fans. I think this man in the picture stops Canelo Alvarez. I think he stops him late. I think he stops him. How about that? Powerhouse, what up? And I agree with you, Powerhouse Watson. I agree with you. I think David Benavidez stops Canelo Alvarez. I think now's the time. He's at the top of his game. I like his energy. He has a high work rate. He has what you call the tools needed to beat Canelo Alvarez. From what I've seen, Jay Watts, what's going on? For what I've seen, he said that Samson paid a toll. I have no idea. From what I've seen, there's a few things that give Canelo problems. First of all, Canelo got a problem with counterpunches. He's a counterpuncher himself. But he has bad feet. He has great head movement. But when you could pick off his shots, you can counter him. Bivol did it all night. But I want you, but let's not act like Canelo can't get outboxed. We've seen it a few times. Erislandry Lara, but he didn't get the nod. Abel, what's going on? We saw Caleb Plant do it in spots until he got caught. We saw Austin Trout do it in a lot of spots. I think the difference in that fight was that he got dropped. But he was very much in that fight. That was a close-ass fight. And we've seen Floyd Mayweather do it. So let's not act like he can't get outboxed, because he can. This is what I'm talking about. And let's look at his track record. The whole time, he never fought Andre. We're going on 8 years with this. Never fought Andre. Never fought either Charlo. They were all there. Whole time, Canelo's bouncing from, he went from 147 to 54 to 60, 68 to 75. Never stopped off and fought those guys that I mentioned. And here's the problem. Benjamin, what up? Here's the problem. There's always people in the rankings behind you that are making their way up. Me and Stormy talk all the time behind the scenes, and I'm telling you, Stormy has told you, Brown on Boxer, salute. They knew about Benavidez the whole time. They knew about him the whole time. They probably knew about him before we had eyes on him. These guys got people in camps that are watching guys. They're not even in the top 20 when they're coming up. They're like top 50, doing local shows, opening for local shows. After they leave their conventional job, they run to the event just in time to get their hands taped up to do the ring walk. After working an 8-hour shift, boom, 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 they win round one. There's somebody from Canelo's team there. Mira, there's some guy, he just knocked this guy out. It's his 5th fight. He knocked the shit out of this guy. He could be a problem in the next 2 years. You have to keep eye on him. That's my horrible Mexican accent. Hen dog, listen, I want David to do all of that, but I don't know what it is. These cats, they love showing Canelo respect. They love showing, you got to violate this dude. The only person that I seen violate Canelo was Caleb Plant. I didn't like, during mid-fight, him telling him I respect your skill. I was like, come on, brother, don't do that. He should have went balls to the wall the whole fight. If you mad at him, stay mad at him. Ernest, what up? And Caleb was very much in that fight until, he made a mistake. But salute to Caleb, man. This is crazy. But he gives us Triple G a third time after saying that he wasn't going to do that. I mean, come on, dogs. 919, what's going on? Never ran it back with Lara, and that was a close fight. Anytime certain fighters have a close fight, they run it back. So Canelo Alvarez never ran it back with Erislandy Lara. That was a damn good fight. Marlon, what up? Roger, what up? But we're about to get Pitbull Cruz versus Tank, allegedly. Ain't nobody asking for that. But they're about to throw it in our face. Nobody was asking for a third Triple G fight. And watch this. He even said that career, that chapter's done. We closing the door on that. Woke, what's going on? He said we closing the door on that. And he gave it to us a third time. And made niggas pay for it. What's Triple G doing now? Did he announce his retirement? What's going on? Remember when he was the next Marvin Hagler? Remember that? Had him taking pictures with Marvin Hagler. I said, why y'all doing this, man? What's wrong with y'all? Are y'all retarded? No, let me tell you something, man. These people in the industry, they think you guys are retarded. Some of you act retarded. Thomas said, Triple G's waiting on Berlanga. If they sign that fight, I'm gonna go into the Odin sleep just for that day. TY Boxer, what's going on? Yeah, he say he trying to rematch Bivol. No, he not. I heard Bivol was waiting on a winner between who's he waiting on? I think he wants to win he said he wants to win of Charlo and Canelo. Didn't he say that? Charles Teague in the building, salute. I think he said that. And let me tell you something. I saw a picture of Benavidez in the gym with Bivol. They're like the same size. I'm telling you, Canelo wants no smoke with Benavidez. If he was easy work, Snoopy, what up? If he was easy work, he'd have been took this fight, man. He thought Bivol was easy work. You know, he said, yo, I'm going to sneak up to 175 and take those belts just to say I did it. Now imagine this. Let's say he went up there and beat Bivol. Now he's lightweight champion, right? Whatever goal he had, he took it. Now he's one fight away from undisputed. And Beterbiev has the WBC. That should be an easy, undisputed match. Do you think he'd have stuck around at 175 to face Artur Beterbiev at a shot at undisputed? Let me tell you something. If he decided to, they would have made that in 2 months. But he wouldn't have did it. Because General Zod is a killer.
Why do you say this to me when you know I will kill you for it?
Come on, stop it. Benavidez got that ticket, boy. Where's his justice? This should be more of an uproar. Why is the industry scared of Canelo?
First thing that comes to Canelo's mind when I say Triple G.
Great fighter.
Ooh, okay. Who upsets you more right now? Demetrius Andrade or Caleb Plant?
Caleb Plant.
Okay. Which fight is more realistic that you could see yourself fighting next? David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo?
Charlo.
Pound for pound, the best fighter walking right now on the planet. Is it Terrence Bud Crawford? Is it Tyson Fury? Is it Alexander Usyk? Or is it Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo Alvarez.
John Pound salute. Listen, man. I read this article. It's on Boxing News 24. He said Benavidez, he's gonna let the fight happen organically. You know, I don't even like the title of it. But basically, if you read the article, you know, he says it's kind of like, I'm gonna read you a direct quote. It kind of like it kind of feels like it's sailing away, but if they don't want me to make the fight happen, there's nothing I can do in my power to force the fight with them. I think he's saying, you know what, I'm just gonna wait my time. Nah, brother. And see, this is the pathetic nonsense I'm talking about. You need to reclaim your time, man. You got to go up in there and take it. You got to go in there and take it. All right? Closed mouth don't get fed. What else are you going to do? And see, here's the dumb shit. Let's say Canelo retires after his next fight. Let's say whatever happens with Jamel happens, and he says, you know what? I'm sick of this. Al, take the remaining balance back or whatever money you invested in me. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just say he walks away. He don't want to do it anymore. You can't stop him. Paul, what up? No matter what happens moving forward, 10 years down the road, you know what they're going to say to David? We will never know how good you are. You never fought Canelo. And the narrative will be that all of these guys that Canelo didn't fight ducked him. That's what I'm saying. You have to use history. That's why videos are important. That's why shows are important. Shows like mine and everybody that calls this stuff out. This shows that you don't have short-term memory. Am I hating on Canelo? There's things that I do. There's some comedic value. Some people like it. Some people don't. Don't matter. But I make the point still. You just hating on Canelo. I don't like drug cheats. He will never be on my pound for pound list. It's a drug cheat. That's just what it is. Y'all give him so much praise, but he's a drug fucking cheat, and he was caught. And the WBC bent the rules for this guy. Talk about that. When they tell you that David Benavidez lost his belts on the scale and he did cocaine and he had cocaine in his, yeah, he did. He did. Did he make excuses as to why the coke was in the system? Or does he refer to it as a mistake he made? Yes, salute. Dr. Mark in the building. I'll ask again. Does he make excuses? Is he running around saying, I don't know how the coke got there? How is this coke getting in your system other than you niffing? Or does he refer to it as a mistake he made? There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Now, did he miss weight? Yes. Did he have cocaine in his system? Yes. He took accountability. I was responsible for making the weight. I didn't make the weight. I was partying too hard. My friend said here, I don't know, he didn't say this, I'm just saying. He made the choice to niff one day, and it showed up in the test. And they said, hello, Guns N' Roses. He got caught. He admitted it. We moved on. And look at him now. Now, let me ask you a question. What did Canelo say? What did Canelo say when he popped? Go ahead. What did Canelo say? Uh-huh. Remember what Canelo said? Squirrely in that super chat. So Louis said they saw that Zod. They saw what Zod did to Superman. They scared. Exactly. Shepherd King, what's going on? So Antbo, what up? Yeah. Wherever he got that meat, I want to know how everyone looks in that town in Mexico. everybody's walking around super brolic. He blanked where he got the food from. WBC says, no matter, it's okay. We'll slap you on the wrist, give you a little suspension, and we're gonna change the allowable amounts of clenbuterol found that's allowed to be found in your system. Don't worry, we got you. And that's what they did. And y'all wonder why I don't mess with Canelo anymore? I can't deal with that. They literally changed the rules for this guy. I've never seen anything like that. I remember back in the days, this is a nerd fact, y'all. I was watching wrestling, the old WWF, and there was a crooked referee named Danny Davis. Who remembers that? Man, he was so funny. He was a pisser. And he was a heel. He was a heel referee. And every time the babyface would pin the heel, he'd give a slow count. 1, 2. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Then the heel would kick out. You'd be like, what are you doing? Count. I mean, shit like that. That's how I felt as an adult. I said, I ain't feel this in a while. They changed the allowable levels of clenbuterol. I said, last time I felt like this, I was watching wrestling when I was a kid, and there was a heel ref named Danny Davis. That used to piss me off. Trying to steal the belt from Hulk Hogan. That was messed up. That's the feeling I had when I read that about Canelo. I said, what the fuck? Yeah, Nick Patrick. Wasn't there 2 of them niggas running around? Didn't he have like a twin brother? You remember that? What's wrong with Nick Patrick? Twin brother. What? Holy cow. There was 2 of them niggas. No, I'm sorry. That was Nick Patrick. There was another referee in the old WWF who was fucking up a match, and we was like, what's wrong with this guy? And then a clone ran out. We was like, whoa! He has a twin brother in real life. It was crazy. Dave Hebner, that's the guy. That's Dave Hebner. That's the guy. Was it Dave or Earl? But y'all know, the last name was Ebner. I remember that. Yeah, Nick Patrick was the other guy with the NWO ref. But Hebner was the other guy. I remember watching wrestling one day. I was like, what's wrong with him? Why is he fucking up the count, fucking up the match? And then the clone ran out. We was like, what the hell? It was crazy. It was brilliant, though. Gio James, salute. Oh, my God, man. But you get my point. Wrestling was wrestling. This was like, boxing is supposed to be real, right? TJ the Fan, what up? Mr. Sharp, what up? It's supposed to be real. We're dealing with people's lives here. Why are you changing the allowable amounts of clenbuterol just because this guy got caught? Who the hell is that? Who else has gotten that luxury? Who else has gotten this luxury? Wait a minute. When it was time for him to fight Jamal, y'all remember this? At 160, Jamal's up. Man, who wins this fight? I don't know. It's going to be tough. What's that? What's a franchise? Huh? Wait a minute. What is that? So he's still gonna fight Jamal, right? Well, I mean, he has it. That's a special status. It's not like nothing you win. He's awarded that. So he can go up and down in weight. And it's a special status that has to be, you have to apply for it. Remember that? And the WBC has to vote on it. Remember that? And then you never lose it. You can go up and down the weight and challenge yourself, but you never lose it. But here's the thing. You can't be a franchise appointee and have the regular WBC strap. Which means he could have been a franchise champion, vacated the WBC strap, but he could have still fought Jamal because you can do what you want. You can go down in weight, you can go up in weight. You could have went down to 154 and fought Jamel. You could have went up to 168 and did what you wanted up there. Whoever had a belt at that time, I think it was still better. No, I'm thinking of light heavyweight. I forget, but he could have did what he wanted to do, but he gave us Avni Yildirim, y'all. He took a bag from the zone, went on a UK bum bash. Then the first time the PBC threw a bag at him, they offered him Errol, Charlo, and Benavidez. He said no. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? So all I wanted to do was ask him, why now? And he didn't even want to talk to me because anyone that had a phone, he didn't want to talk to them. And y'all wonder why I'm not Team Canelo anymore? Everything that I just said, did I lie on him? No, this is what happened, y'all. For you to still stand by Canelo at this point, I know it's by way of tribalism or something. Let me hit you with a reverse Biden statement. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Camaro, Step and Razor, my brother, what's going on? Clarence McLean in the building. Let me hit y'all with a reverse Biden fact. If you're black and you support Canelo, then you're a monkey.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
Let's mess with Rivera. Kane the bad guy. What up? Avni Yildirim and John Ryder deserve paydays, but Benavidez does not. Hey, look, Mexican fans, I'm asking y'all a question. Is Benavidez not Mexican enough? He speaks perfect English, and he's like half Mexican, right? I don't understand. I bet you if he's in there whacking around, if he's in there beating the shit out of Boo Andre, y'all gonna be screaming at the top of your lungs. Yeah, Thomas. Word, Thomas. Take this with you.
Monkey!
Eric Jordan in that super chat. Much love.
Monkey!
Thomas, you trying to get fired? No. Shogun. The demons in the building. Ronaldo Jimenez. Pop, what up? Oh, man. Bananas, man. Don't worry. I'm going to throw this on the floor. I'm going to slip on this shit later. Vince, what up? God damn it. Canelo in the WBC got boxing by its balls. The balls, man. The balls. Good grief. I'm on the road. How many of you niggas are still Canelo fans, man? Ask yourself why. You ask these niggas, you know what they're gonna say? Oh, because he got three losses! And he just said he don't want to fight Mexican fighters. But he'll beat the shit out of you niggas every day of the week. Why is that okay? Why is that okay? If any popular black fighter says, I'm not fighting any black fighters, there'd be no boxing. Errol wouldn't have fought Bud. If you even want to call that a fight, Bud wouldn't have whooped Errol's ass, because that's what happened. Wouldn't have got that. How many classics would we have not have seen if all black fighters said we ain't fighting the other black fighters? Just think for a minute. I'll wait. Everybody be sitting here celebrating fucking Morales in Barrera. They'd have had to fight 14 times for entertainment. And they might have did it if you let them. The warriors that they are. But Canelo can come in here and say shit like that and no one says anything? Benavidez wants his shot. As soon as he's in position, when there's no more franchise status, and by the way, according to Steven Espinoza, he told me personally that he heard. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying that he said it's definite. But when I asked him, you know what? Why don't I just play the video, y'all? Why don't I just play the damn video? I'm gonna show you why I can't stand this business of boxing. I'm gonna show you. This makes me sick, y'all. This makes me so sick. Every black, Pablo Escobar, salute. In case you missed it, listen carefully. In case you missed it. Steve, you mentioned Charlo not being able to remain at 154 being a bit of politics. Can you elaborate further on that?
Yeah, I mean, look, every situation's a little bit different, but you see situations where some guys are able to keep all their titles and fight, and they're given an exception. And this seems like a good situation for an exception. If there's ever a case for exceptions to do a fight like this, and I get it. Now, if I'm the mandatory in the WBO or anywhere else, then I clearly am going to feel different. So it's all about perspective. From my perspective, it seems like, why penalize Jermell for trying to do something great, for trying to do something, sort of historic in the sport. If I'm working with the guy, who's the WBO mandatory, I'm probably thinking, come off those belts. If you're not going to give me the shot, I appreciate you want to make history, but I'm not waiting another 6 or 12 months.
Well, on the heels of that, what's the franchise status and where did it go?
It's a good question. I read the same stuff you guys. I haven't talked to Mauricio about it. I thought I saw him say that it's probably going to be faded out. So yeah, I think it was, it's an experiment. I'm not going to criticize
because that was the reason why we didn't get Maul versus Canelo.
Right. And
now it's going to get faded out.
And that's what I heard. Look, that's what I thought I read. Look, I'm not going to get upset. Like it's, I think it's good to innovate and try, different things, and and maybe it could have worked. If they're going to get rid of it, it's probably because it didn't really serve the purpose that they thought it was.
What was the purpose?
Did your mama warn you? In the game of life, you gotta fight. Yo, did your daddy warn you? If you gonna go, there is only one way.
That title wasn't unique door salute. That title was invented specifically for Canelo not to fight Jamal Charlo. Y'all remember when the second franchise status popped up? Lomachenko, when it was time for him to fight Devin 3 years ago. It's been that long, y'all. Loma said, hey, they offered it to me, I accepted it. But you can't be a franchise champion and a regular WBC champion at the same time. So he got rid of the real belt and took this fake status on. Devin picks it up. Then they call him the email champion, totally ignoring who sent the fucking email. Go! If we don't speak on things, old media and these rabbit-ass stupid fans will run all over the place with lies. Never forget. Picasso, Dankfather, what up? Now it's getting phased out. What was the purpose? That's why I stopped it there. It served its purpose. Did you hear that? What was the purpose? Hold on. I think y'all missed that. Now, this is just what Steve said he heard.
To innovate and try, different things, and and maybe it could have worked. If they're going to get rid of it, it's probably because it didn't really serve the purpose that they thought it really served the purpose. Probably because it didn't really serve the purpose. Probably because it didn't really serve the purpose. Probably because it didn't really serve the purpose that they. Probably because it didn't really serve the purpose that.
It's probably because it didn't really serve the purpose. Question. Sam Seal, salute. Shout out to Down Under. Question. Crush the legend in the building. What was the purpose? Let me see. Jamal was right there to fight Canelo. The fight didn't happen because of this franchise shit. And these super champions that people put on a pedestal are accepting these statuses. And when you look at the rules, it has to be requested. The second one that popped up was Vasily Lomachenko. I was like, how's that popping up for him? Yeah, I remember what Loma said? He said they contacted him and they asked him would he carry it, and he said yes. He was like, why are you saying yes instead of fighting Devin? We never got a straight answer. And then we hit up Mauricio Sillyman, and Sillyman says, no, we didn't offer it. You have to request it, and then when you request it, we have to vote on it. Up or down. So I said, wait a minute, did he request it? Or did y'all offer it? Don't matter. You know why? If they offered it, the punk motherfucker took it instead of fighting Devin. If he asked for it, he's a punk by asking. And the WBC said yes. They blocked Jamal and they blocked Devin. Steven says it probably didn't serve the purpose that they thought. Now, listen, don't get me confused. Steven is my guy. I'm just saying, it's amazing what you find out when you talk to people. This is what he's alleging. Suleiman, he says it probably didn't serve a purpose. So I'm just like, it probably didn't serve the purpose that they thought it would. What's the purpose? What was it supposed to do? I think it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And being that we're boxing fans and we're like rocks and you can kick us in any direction. Unscripted Virtuoso, salute. Being that we're like rocks, remember what Bob Arum said about us? Boxing fans are like rocks, you could kick them in any direction. Right? Eventually we'll forget about the franchise status. You know why? Who's talking about it now? The last think about the franchise status I remember was Teofimo Lopez. He beat Lomachenko and started running around talking about I'm undisputed. He was like, no, you're not undisputed. You got that franchise stat. It's not even a belt, it's a status. I don't even know why they made it a belt if it's a status, but we're visual. Remember he beat Loma and he was running around saying he's undisputed. He was like, well, no. Devin got the other belt. Oh, well, he didn't win it in the ring. He got it in an email. But Lomachenko sent the email. And he chose to fight Teofimo because he felt Teofimo was the easiest work. He ducked Devin and fought you, and he still fumbled the ball. So hold on, Tia. Wait. By the way, what are you doing with that green franchise status? That vomit green belt. What are you doing with that anyway? Because didn't Mauricio Cinnamon have it in the rules that it was non-transferable?
Whoa!
What?
Then he changed it. Now Teofimo has it. Now Teofimo has it. Y'all want me to go there? So now Teofimo ends up with the belt. And I remember Mauricio Sillyman stating that no, it's a real belt. Remember when he was running around saying that he was really undisputed at that time? Remember he tried to say that in a few interviews? You remember that? Jones, salute. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? And I was like, wait a minute, whoa, what is he doing? So what does Devin have? Why y'all undermining the real belt? Y'all undermining your own property. What are y'all doing? You're confusing the public. Why are you there's already too many belts, too many sanctioning bodies involved. All y'all got your hands in these fighters' pockets. Errol comes out and says something. And mysteriously, he looks the way he did. Whenever a fighter comes out and calls this bullshit out, something happens, right? Right? Did y'all remember Mauricio Sillyman was trying to say, hey, he's really undisputed. And we was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And then Teofimo was saying, no, I'm undisputed. I ain't got to fight Devin. Remember that? You remember that? Teofimo, why am I bringing him up?
Talk what you gotta talk, my dude. But at the end, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135. Hey.
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started.
Go! Well, not only was he a champion at 135, but he was undisputed. Because you know what that idiot did? All right? The plan was right there. He got past Loma. a fight that I supported him in, by the way. When he wins this franchise, I said, wait a minute, he's a franchise champion? I said, I thought that title wasn't transferable. I thought the status wasn't transferable. You remember, language is important, but people are visual. The franchise status is a status, but they made it a belt, which was a mistake. You understand? Aaron Butler, salute. You understand? They made it a belt. So at the end of the Loma fight, you see him with 4 belts. And I'm like, yo, that franchise shit is not real. And you know what happened, right? Who remembers what happened? He signs to fight a guy that we never heard of, right here in New York, named George Kambosos. And go check all my videos. I said, look, I don't know this guy, but I'm out here in Manhattan looking around, and they done spelt his goddamn name wrong on the poster. Here's my right-handed guard. They spelt it wrong. I think they call him Kambosa. I said, this is disrespectful. I don't know this guy. I don't know how he's going to win, but he needs to win, and I hope he wins because Teofimo act like a little bitch right now. He was just going off, talking reckless about Deontay. And I was like, yo, y'all ever had any friction between Camp Lopez? I was like, no. Deontay's a bitch. He's making excuses. He just needs to get back in the gym. Y'all remember all of this? I said, I think this kid had a nervous breakdown. Then you find out he has mental problems. Okay. He's dealing with a wife that don't like him, and then, you know, all this other weird shit. All of that. Then he catches COVID. He postponed the Camboso fight like 3 times. They don't know what network they want to deal with. Oh, we going to Triller. Oh, we got J-Lo. Okay, let's see this fight. We got COVID. Remember that? Remember all of that? Jose Diaz, what up? You remember that? T Hunt, what up? You remember all of this? Gets in the ring with Teofimo Lopez, right? He's clearly the favorite. Niggas putting hundreds of thousands of dollars on him. First round, he gets knocked on his ass. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm just watching the fight. I'm telling y'all, I had no faith that Kambosos was going to win that fight at all. He did, because he was all business. He wasn't intimidated. He wasn't scared. That was his moment. I'll give him that. Drops T.O. in the first round. I'm like, huh? What the fuck's going on here? And then it dawned on me. I said, he was out here positioning for money and looking for his highest payday. He wasn't focused on this fight. And George beat him like a drum. He almost blew it in round 10 because T.O.'s powerful. But he got back in the saddle and he won. And what happens with T.O. at the end of that fight? He's doing backflips in the ring. When the theater was the theater emptied out, no one was there. He's still backflipping in the ring. And then we're hearing an excuse that his throat fucking blew up. Isn't that an excuse? You just called Deontay Wilder a bitch for making an excuse. And now we got to hear about you with your throat exploding and you could have died. No, I don't want to hear none of that. Right? We don't want to hear that. That's an excuse. You lost. And guess what? Why am I bringing this up? Because I look at George Kambosos and he has that green belt on his shoulder. So I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So is he the franchise status now? Is it transferable or not? Because from the audio I just played, it was clear that the WBO and the WBC was in bed with Teofimo. He wasn't meant to say that shit out loud. Because by the way, that audio I heard, that audio is about 3 years old. The video that I saw when he said that shit ain't on YouTube no more. But when all of this shit started to come together, I said, yo, where's that video? I went crazy looking for it. Couldn't find it. You know who had the video? Champ Side. Salute the Champ Side. I said, thank God, because that video's not on YouTube anymore. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. That shit gone. But I said, wait a minute, he acting all funky. I said, I remember a video where he said, Devin, you don't know, you're not going to be champion at 135. And it didn't dawn on me until I started seeing things in the play. I said, oh, shit. He sat at the table with the WBC and WBO. The plan was for him to get in the ring with Lomachenko and made the best man win. And whoever won, they were going to back because there's a Latino audience they felt Teofimo could tap into. And if Loma won, there's this foreign white audience that he could tap into. Meanwhile, he never sold a pay-per-view in his life. But either way, they saw more value in the black product, and that's Devin Haney. Now you see why Floyd left. Now you see why we went crazy when Bud Crawford went to Top Rank, and why he started to he already tried to sue him for holding his career. We didn't get Manny Pacquiao versus Bud Crawford because of Bob Emmer. You remember that? You see why we're scratching our head? Why Shakur is over there? Do you understand now? That's why I asked Shakur, do you really talk to Bud? Did he really tell you what's going on over there? Are you paying attention? Or are you so filled up with hatred that you don't give a shit? You blowing your own bag. But I said all that to say this. Canelo Alvarez is cut from that cloth. There's a whole protection thing going on with the WBO and the WBC. And it's all business. If they see value in you, you're good. How do you stop Bud Crawford's original biggest payday against Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao's a nice guy and he's your friend? That's what Bob Arum said. I knew how the fight would end. I killed the fight because Manny's such a nice guy. That's what he said. I'm like, wait a minute, what? And that's why Bud said, yo, this guy fucked up my career. James Doon, whatever. And then turns around and said, the amount of money I lost on Bud Crawford, I could have bought a house in Beverly Hills. Did that not happen? Or am I making it up? We point that shit out. Errol goes around Al Heyman, finally sits down with Bud and make the fight, and Bud's fans are still being dicks. Huh? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Similar to Dev and Bill offering this fucking idiot Shakur 25%. He says I'm worth more. I don't see it. He was going to get 25% and a shot at Undisputed at 135. He said no. Now he's fighting Frank Martin, which is an equally as dangerous fight. And I bet you he's not making nowhere near what he would have made fighting Devin. For no bet, well, they're fighting for a belt because Devin is vacated, but he could have fought Devin for 4 of them. And guess what? That's a fight that Shakur could have won. Because we don't know. Shakur's that good. Now what you gonna tell me? Isn't that the same reason why we was upset with Bud? His business moves? And it took Errol to make that. You think I'm lying? How many times did Bud say, yo, salute to Errol? This wouldn't have got done if it wasn't for Errol. He said it like 5 or 6 times, man. After he beat him, he thanked Errol. He didn't thank Al. He thanked Errol. You saw them every time they faced off. Was they friction or were they dapping it up? Y'all not thinking, man. You idiots have picked a side and y'all thinking it's, yo, well, he beats him. Okay, you can think that, but do you understand what's really happening? And now here no sooner than the Bud and Errol shit, that chapter's still open, by the way. No sooner than that happened, here come this shit with Shakur and Devin. It's like you niggas don't learn. You don't learn. This has happened. And you seeing it again. If you got love for Shakur like you say you do, you should have been screaming at him. You should have been all up in his DMs. No, take that 25%. You could beat him. This is for 4 belts, man. He's drained at 135. Get him. Nope. And I'm not even going to get on some shit happened on the Boxing Voice, and somebody let something slip out that I don't think was supposed to slip out. Did y'all hear that shit? That's for another show, y'all. I was like, oh shit. I don't think he was supposed to say that. But he said it. If you know, you know. Somebody from Team Shakur Sanchez. Somebody from Team Sanchez let some shit slip out. I was like, wait a minute. But again, like this Teofimo audio I played, he was not supposed to say that. Sometimes, listen, when you're in trouble, you see the movies where they got the person sitting there and then the lawyer kicks in the door. Don't say anything. Say that for a reason. Don't say shit. Don't say anything. You will incriminate yourself. The less you say, the better. Let these numbskulls dog it out online. Ed Woodson in the Strong House for a month. Salute to you. You said, Brother Drew. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation, man. Don't say anything. And I try not to be a numbers guy, but I know what he's about to make against Frank Martin is not what he was going to make against Devin Haney, with a bigger bet, a bigger reward at the end. Because if he beats Devin, he gets 4 belts in a bag. Now he's fighting Frank Martin for 1 belt and not as big of a bag. That's not bright. But whatever. After speaking in Spanish, Ed Woodson in that super chat, much love, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love. Always support, man. Much love and appreciation, man. This motherfucker sending bottles. Did y'all hear what was said? I heard that they planned that bottle service. That was all pre-planned. All of this was a work. That's why Bill was running around saying, man, that boy don't want to fight. He acting right now. Yeah, I know. Shakur Sanchez fans, y'all in your feelings. Stay in your feelings. You're fucking yourself. You should have fought Devin. Y'all know he's draining down at 135. Y'all know that. What did we say at his last 2 fights is 135? We looking at his face like, yo, holy shit, is he all right? Wasn't that not a concern? And now he's saying, yo, I got to go to 140. Maybe Shakur could have had a Bud Errol performance. Maybe, but you blew it, kid. You blew it. Now you got to fight Frank Martin. Bro, you better win that fight, man. Bro, you better win that fight. Not one time that I say, look, Shakur could be pound for pound number 1. I will never say anything crazy about his skill set. No. I'm saying this business decision is ridiculous. He should have never did that. This is crazy. What does this have to do with Benavidez? Benavidez is in a position where he's suffering because Canelo is sitting at the top of the goddamn garbage heap and he don't have to move. He don't have to move. He came to the PBC. Lord knows who's on the menu. Brian Custer asked him why now. His response was, it's the perfect time. All I want to do is say, okay, well, who's on the menu? Is it laid out already? Or are you doing it as you go? So granted, if you get past Jamel, who's next? That's all I want to know. He got off the stage. Well, he signed a poster for some kid, got off the stage, went to the Showtime YouTube table and was escorted out the fucking... I'm like, wait a minute. Jamel sat around and talked to everybody. And we were like up on him. Like, we were up on him. Everything was comfortable. He wasn't acting ignorant. Nothing. Canelo was surrounded by... You'd have thought Canelo was fucking Michael Jackson. I'm like, man, I just want to ask this little motherfucker. Well, he little to me. Just want to ask this small ass a question, man. What the fuck? What? Man, fuck that beef-eating guy, man. Get out of here. I used to support that guy. He used to be arguing with people on Facebook over Canelo, man. Fuck him. Get out of here. Diva ass. He popped dirty and got progressively worse. You have the nerve to, after popping dirty, he coming back and giving me Liam Calum, Avni Yildirim. We ain't asked for this shit. Golovkin 3 after you said you wasn't going to do that. I'm supposed to support that? Get out of here, man. And a lot of you motherfuckers don't say anything. Franchise statuses, and now we finding out that they might phase it out. I can't deny or confirm whether it's true or not. Stephen F. Spinoza even said he's not sure. Let me be clear. He didn't say they are. He's saying he heard somewhere he's not sure. But I could believe it because no one's talking about it now. That's why I brought up the Teofimo, the Lomachenko to Lopez, the Kambosos to where did it go? After Devin beat him, he had the WBC status. The WBC title. He had the real one. But George Kambosos has a copy of one also, the franchise one. So where is it? So if it's transferable, the last person to have it was George. Curious George. The monkey that he is, because his stupid ass wife was out getting a tan, and she said, I'm out here getting niggered. Right hand of God, that's what she said. It's on Twitter. It's on Instagram. I'm out here getting niggered. I got the screenshots. I said, what is that? Wait a minute. Is that what Australians say? When they get a tan, I'm getting niggered? That's not good. She put it in writing. I know. I'm just losing my mind for no fucking reason, right? Okay. Doesn't this mean asshole in Australia? Over here it means okay, but don't this mean asshole? I thought I saw that somewhere. I don't know. Pardon my American ignorance. Donald Trump does this a lot. Who's he talking to? Just asking. Lomachenko, right, was the second franchise champion. So it went Lomachenko. He loses to Teofimo. Now, at that night, it was magically transferable. I just played you the audio from what Teofimo Lopez said. You're not going to get a shot, bro. I think I need to hear it again. Listen carefully, y'all.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything.
Mauricio Suleiman in the WBC is not going to have him fight for the title. This is Teofimo Lopez saying this.
I'm fighting for the title after this fight.
I'm fighting for the title after this fight.
IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four.
You heard that? He's fighting for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. All four what? All four what? Because remember, Lomachenko had the WBC strap. And when it was his turn to fight Devin Haney, he vacated that. And then the franchise status popped up. And that's when they started calling Devin Haney the email champion. Ignoring the motherfucker who sent the email. Why didn't you fight Devin 3 years ago? But you let these assholes tell you. If we're not here to tell you the truth of what happened, old media will tell you anything.
Where are you? You're not gonna get a shot, bro.
Now he mentioned the WBC. He was under the top ranked banner. So that's the WBC and the WBO. Mauricio Suleiman and Bob Arum both were in Dubai fucking around with Daniel Kinahan.
And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did.
You don't know that, and we do. This nigga saying this in the camera. So if you're a top rank executive or a WBC executive, you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That was a secret meeting, you idiot. Just because there's a camera in front of you don't mean you have to talk. You're not going to get a shot, bro. You'll never be a champion at 135. Do you see why we back Devin so much? Y'all think we're just making it up when we said the odds were stacked against him? He's taking deals with Eddie Hearn. He's coming fighting with Top Rank. He's signing shitty deals. And then watch this, y'all. He asked for the fourth option to fight Shakur. Bob said no. Then offered Shakur the 25%. Then Shakur said no. But everyone hates Shakur. I mean, everyone hates Devin, though. Everyone hates Devin, though, right? Damn right, Mean Biker. If Camboso's wife really got niggered, she wouldn't go back to Cambosis. She'd be on Money and Magic. Uh-oh. Yeah, Cali, dangerous Danny Davis. Yeah, Bobby the Brain. Rest in peace to him. So you get my point. I'm bringing that up because all of this is the same thing. It's the same circle jerk. It's the same thing. Canelo was the original one, benefiting from a system designed for him. Now, what does this have to do with David Benavidez? He's in line, like Devin was in line, like Jamal Charlo was in line. You just heard Steve Espinoza said he heard that they get rid of the franchise status. Because I said, where is it? Technically, Devin beat, well, not technically, he beat Cambosis twice. Wore the belts, and then defended against him both times in Australia. Easy work. Where's the franchise status? Is it magically non-transferable now? So that must mean that Cambosis is still the franchise champion, right? Because I know Devin ain't. He's not the franchise status because he's legitimately undisputed, which means he can't have the franchise status. So where the fuck is it? I think it's getting phased out. Like Steve Espinoza thought he heard. I think it's getting phased out. Shade Girl, salute. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Where's the franchise status that Canelo had? Can anyone tell me? Uh-oh. Where is it? Because 1 minute you could lose it. 1 minute you can't lose it. The next minute, where did it go? Where did it go? And there's a third one at one of those booger weights. There's a third one, y'all. Y'all remember that? Where's that one? Nice time for you to try these new ideas when it was Loma's time, when his time was up, and Canelo's time was up. You couldn't allow them to potentially lose organically. So when David Benavidez says, I got to let the Canelo fight happen organically, guess what, bro? You're not fighting him. You're too much of a threat. David Benavidez will beat the dog snot out of Canelo Alvarez. That's right, Alvarez fans. He will beat him bloody. Prove me wrong. Is David a part of this whatever fight deal for the PBC? Tell me, because nobody knows. I heard he's not. I heard it's Jamal, and now Bud. Supposed to be Errol. Hey, Canelo fans, prove me wrong. Don't talk to me. I don't make fights. This is my opinion. Hit up Canelo in Espanol and ask him, why don't you just get, no. See, you got to understand. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You don't go in there and say, why you scared of Benavidez? You don't go in there and say, yo, just fight Benavidez. You go in there and say, Canelo, can you please shut Benavidez's big mouth up? He's talking way too much, and I know you can beat him. You're my favorite fighter. I love your hair, your red hair and pale skin. I love it. He's talking too much. Beat him up. Do it for Mexico. That's what you say. You don't go in there and say why you're scared. You don't do that. You don't do that. You go in there and you say, do me a favor. Get rid of that guy. He's talking way too much. There's too many fan bases. He has too many Negro fans. Go ahead, say it. He's supported by the Mayate. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. I'm just wondering why he's not fighting this guy. I just wondered, just like I wondered, why won't he just fight Jamal Charlo? All his fans are saying, yo, he beats Jamal. Okay, do it. Let me see. That's how you solve this problem, man. Teach, what up? Chris Grande, what's going on? But we're in an era where people say, oh, well, you just want to see him lose. Motherfucker, he lost 3 times already. What are you talking about? I want to see the best fighting the best. He's the best, right? What the fuck? What kind of fans are you? This is the same shit we went through with the AJ fans. Deontay can't sell out Alabama. Deontay can't use a brokest heavyweight in the world. He doesn't deserve Deontay. He's the fucking reigning WBC champ at the time. At the time with like 6 title defenses. He has the last piece of the puzzle. You got 3. Make the goddamn fight. He's not saying he's the A side. And then when y'all offering whatever they were offering, it was like the lowest of the low. I mean, just disrespectful. But in return, what did he give you? Carlos Takam? I was like, who the fuck is that? What are you doing? I already knew what time it was. Listen, man, I wanted Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather to retire. You know why? After they finally fought, I said, good, we got a winner. Can they go away so boxing can go back to normal? You remember how crazy YouTube was? When those 2 motherfuckers was just around? Do you remember YouTube back then? I was like, what the fuck's happening? It was crazy. I said, I need these motherfuckers to fight, or I don't care if they don't fight at this point. Retire. I need both of them to go away so boxing can go back to normal. That's what I need. I need them to go the hell away. Well, they finally fought. Goddamn, 5 years later, they finally fight. We get a winner. There was excuses, but I didn't care. I said, please, I just need them to go away. I just need them to go away so boxing go back to normal. To my surprise, boxing, it got worse. Enter Canelo with his bullshit. And then here comes a James Caan. Fucking, not James Bond, James Caan. Fucking Eddie Hearn coming over here with sunglasses talking shit. We have the next Lennox Lewis. Who's, AJ? Okay, all right, okay, yeah. He has a marketable look. Oh yeah, he's knocking niggas out. Okay, all right. Let's see what the brother can do. 3 years later, he acting like an asshole. And then you look at the lightweight situation. But before that, you look at the middleweight situation. Here come Canelo with the Triple G nonsense. And then franchise status. They're like, oh my God, what's happening? Floyd Manny left and boxing got worse. Now you have all kinds of civil wars. You got Mexican fans that just want to see the best fight the best. And you got those fans calling them Mayate lovers. I've seen that. Then you got niggas just doing all kinds of weird shit on here. What the hell? None of this would happen if the sanctioning bodies allow things to happen organically. So when David Benavidez says, I can't fight Canelo, I have to let it happen organically, good brother, it's not gonna happen. The guy don't want to fight you. If he wanted to fight you, and he'd have did it 3 years ago. It's gotten progressively worse because he's gotten better. And don't look now, Canelo. There's always somebody in the rankings coming up. It's not going to get any safer. Joy Boxer, salute. It's not going to get any safer because there's a guy named David Morrell right behind David Benavidez on the come up. Is he ready? I don't think so, not yet. But what the fuck? He's going to look better next year. And the year after that, the year after that. All these Canelo fans saying, oh, I think Canelo beats all those guys. Do it! B-Hop was in the pocket at 50 years old. At least we can say B-Hop fought KK Kovalev. He fought Joe Smith. At least we could say that. He fought that French-Canadian kid. What's that kid's name again? His name escapes me. The black kid. What's his name? Roy Jones trained him for a second. Having a brain fart right now. He fought him twice. And Bernard did so good, he started accusing him of being on steroids. What's his name? What's his name? The black French-Canadian kid. What's his name? God, it's right on the tip of my tongue. What is his name? John Pascal, thank you. At least B-Hop did that at 500 years old. What is Canelo doing? Giving you Triple G3? Liam Calum? Abney Yildirim? And that's the face of boxing? Stop! We should be calling for David Benavidez every day. Now you're on the PBC. Yeah, Stormy, and it turns out John Pascal was the one juicing. How funny is that? Now he's on the PBC side. There's no excuse for this fight not to happen. But he's fighting the smaller Charlo. Then I heard that the bigger Charlo, who's been out of the ring, he's been out of the ring for 2 years. So he's going to give you 2 Charlos, allegedly, and now they're talking up Bud, who said there's weight classes for a reason, and now somebody got in his head and said, well, you know, I can outbox him. Don't do it, Bud. Watch this. Watch this. Canelo don't deserve Bud.
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, frog when he courting, he did ride Crambo. Frog when he courting, he did ride Crambo. What?
You heard me. Bud is #1 pound for pound in the world. Why do you think they're putting him in the same sentence as Canelo right now? They think Jamel is food, they think Jamal is food, and they think Bud is going to be food. These people are symbolic. Why do you think they haven't stripped Jamal? He hasn't touched the ring in 2 years. They want him to lose that shit. They want him to lose that shit in the ring. Drew, why do you think that? Why are they having meetings with Teofimo Lopez? And he revealed that it wasn't. This whole thing wasn't organized for Devin Haney to be successful. These people are symbolic. And if Jamal go in there and get his ass whipped by Canelo, while we're saying, yo, the man wasn't in the ring for 2 years and da-da-da-da, nope. The peanut gallery's going to be like, we don't want to hear it. Canelo won. Symbolism. Why do you think he tried to go up to cruiserweight to fight Mac Book Air? Remember that? The African dude who had a WBC strap? Remember that? He was trying to legacy pad. Why do you think he tried to go up there and fight, what's his name? I'm having all kinds of brain farts this morning. I'm sorry. At cruiserweight. He tried to go up there and fight, you know. And he said, no, you want me to drain down how many? Badu Jack, thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm having all kinds I'm tired, that's why. Why do you think he tried to go up there and fight Badu Jack? And Badu Jack said, wait a minute, I'll fight you. What we talking? Payday's good. What we talking? We want you to come down 17 pounds, something crazy like that. What?
What the fuck?
How about no? How about no? And while you're at it, why don't you go fight David Benavidez? What I'm telling y'all is that these attempts, they're not even calling them out on these attempts. MacBook Air at cruiserweight, that didn't pan out. Then he tries to fight Badou Jack, but tries to drain him an insane amount of weight. It's not like he's fat. They want him to lose muscle mass and be tired. Told him no, said go fight Benavidez. Y'all gonna act like we didn't see that? I said, yeah, why isn't he not fighting Benavidez? Oh, yeah, you know, he's gonna fight Charlo. Oh, he's gonna fight Jamal. No, the other one. You know what that's like at this point? And there's no disrespect to Jamal. Imagine, let's go back in time. And you turn on your boxing news, wherever you get it, and then let's say you're in the Philippines. Shout out to my Philippine fans. Shout out to the Philippine boxing supporters. To all my Filipinos, watch this. Imagine this. Imagine this. Turn on your computer, you pick up your newspaper, you say, oh shit! It says here, Floyd Mayweather is fighting Pacquiao. Yo, we got the fight. And then you look and it says, he's fighting Bobby Pacquiao? What? Bobby? What the fuck? Why is he fighting Bobby? Bobby? Y'all know who Bobby Pacquiao is? This is his brother who boxed, but he was nowhere near the talent of Manny. Imagine picking up your paper and saying, we got the Floyd fight, and it's Bobby. Man, that's the wrong Pacquiao. What are you doing? And imagine, I'm talking to the Filipino fans, imagine black fans worldwide saying, yeah! Yeah! What the fuck? No. Wait. That's similar to what's happening here. You're fighting a Charlo. Hey, yeah. You're fighting Jamel. Wait a minute, what? He's at 154. You're at 168. And, insult to injury, they're taking Jamel's belt. Jamel told us, I asked him, if you missed it, go check my channel. He said, keep their hands off, tell WBO to keep their hands off my belt. I want to keep my belts. I could be active at 168 and 154. He said it. What's all this, yo? If you go up there, we're going to strip you. What is that? He's challenging for Canelo's belt. If he go up there and lose, he ain't lose him at 154 while they taking it. They don't waste no time, right? Y'all remember when Devin had surgery? They were quick to try and take his shit. Remember that? I remember this stuff, man. A1 Hoops on, salute. And then you say, well, why haven't they stripped Jamal? Why? They still want him to have a belt so he can lose it in the ring to guess who? Man, I ain't gonna belabor the point, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody, man. This business sucks. I love the sport of boxing, but the sport of boxing does not love us. The business don't love us. And more on the corruption soon. Because there's a lot of things coming across my virtual desk. A lot of things. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to ask questions, man. I'm just curious about things because there's a lot of things that I'm still learning. Because I don't know everything. I tell y'all that every day. I don't know everything. And I have questions. So there's a lot of things that I got in my email that's making me ask more questions. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask questions. I think the general's on, y'all. Bronx on deck. Love y'all.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.